Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Gonna have a look at this article here. Really gonna only look at about half of the article. I've skipped quite a bit of it. There's a link in the description if you'd like to go through it all. It's in regards to an inquest which has just started. It's expected to go ahead for approximately 3 weeks. And it's in regards to an incident which took place in September 2019, a tragic incident in which a father threw his 11-month-old son into a river and he subsequently died. The inquest is, if I understand correctly, and I may not, and we'll read through the details in a moment to clarify. But if I understand correctly, the inquest is in regards to the handling of the situation by the authorities, given that the perpetrator of the crime, the father, was a diagnosed paranoid schizophrenic. And the partner of the father had tried to seek mental health help for him prior to the incident. And, tragically, not enough support was provided. Are we able to say that? Is that a controversial thing to say? I'm not sure. But let's have a look at the article. The partner of a mentally ill father tried to get mental health help for him before he killed their 11-month-old baby by throwing him into a river. And here is a picture of 11-month-old Zachary Bennett-Eko. I'm not sure if I mentioned this happened in Greater Manchester, United Kingdom. Zachary Bennett-Eko was killed by his father, this guy, Zach Bennett-Eko, who threw him into the River Irwell in Radcliffe, Greater Manchester, in September 2019. The father later told police he heard voices urging him to carry out witchcraft. The father is a paranoid schizophrenic and he's now 24. He was found guilty of manslaughter on the grounds of diminished responsibility and sentenced to an indefinite hospital order, and he was found guilty of manslaughter in December 2020. An inquest into Zachary's death, which is expected to last 3 weeks, began at Rochdale Coroner's Court yesterday. Zachary's mother, Emma Blood, described her beautiful baby and said she was 8 months pregnant with her second child when she lost him. Senior coroner for Manchester North, Joanne Kersley, heard that the infant was trapped in the water for 45 minutes in the river before being rescued and taken to Royal Bolton Hospital, where he died. The inquest heard how the troubled father has been a cannabis user since the age of 12 and as a teenager had assaulted his mother. He suffered from drug-induced psychosis and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, and was on prescribed medication. From May to September 2019, the father did not take the medication for his illnesses. Although he resumed taking it just before the tragedy, on September the 11th, he took his little son out in his pram and, in front of 2 witnesses, threw him into the river. Senior civilian police investigating officer Duncan Thorpe said that when interviewed, the father admitted throwing his son into the water. Mr. Thorpe, the senior police investigator, said, and here's a quote, the father said he had been having mad thoughts and he demonstrated with his arms how he did it. He said the people were challenging him to carry out witchcraft. The father had been sectioned under the Mental Health Act on 2 occasions and had been detained at Prestwich Hospital, unbeknownst to his girlfriend. And again, the article tells us that the partner, Emma Blood, was 8 months pregnant with her daughter at the time that this occurred. So as I say, this is an inquest. He's already been found guilty of manslaughter and he was given that charge in 2020. So this is an inquest really, as far as I understand, just to figure out what happened, what improvements could be made, what new protocols could be introduced in order to attempt to prevent these issues from reoccurring. I guess increased monitoring of those with a long-term track record of psychosis or mental health issues. I don't know exactly what, but I welcome it in any case. I welcome it in any case. It seems that the purpose of the inquiry is to advance science in this aspect, to get a better understanding. Again, I'm repeating myself at this point, but get a better understanding of how best to manage these kind of individuals that do have mental health issues, and perhaps are parents, perhaps particularly of young children. I don't know. But in order to attempt to try to reduce incidences like this from reoccurring. So, of course, we wish the inquest well. We hope that it is able to come up with some new insights, and moving forward, these types of things can be handled better. If it prevents one case, a single case, then it would be worthwhile.